to seize such terrorist attacks, and definitely they attack the security points or dictators. And I think that the new plan of the security apparatus and also the general prosecutor action of referring them to the criminal court is very good point, because this means that the people will be aware that whoever will do anything against law will be punished severely. Exactly. And I hope that the court itself will be in process. I mean, we don't like to see a delay in the court. You know, we would like to see the verdict will be issued within the minimum time as much as possible.
We need that, especially this time, because this, as you said, will be a severe punishment, and those who want to carry other terrorist attacks, I think they will
think twice. They will think twice before they do it. And of course also the strategic planning of the security apparatus in order to prevent such attacks, I think they have been developed. We have been all the time talking about new strategic planning for security apparatus and new like devices and new plans in order to seize such attacks. I think they already started, and I think they are doing a very good job for the moment.
I think we need action as soon as possible.
Right, ma'am, right. That's very true.
What's your expectations for the period before the presidential elections and the period that follows the presidential elections? I mean, regarding the terrorism that is taking place now in Egypt.
Definitely the Brotherhood or the terrorism in general will try to do their own best also in order to spoil the victorious moments, either for the elections or for the parliamentary elections or whatever we will do. So they want to stop Egypt from the roadmap. They want to stop Egypt from advancing one step forward. So they will do their best in order to terrify people not to go out from their homes. They will stop all the agencies of the governmental institutions in order to delay the whole process and in order to terrify people. So I think we as people and as country also, we need to cooperate together in order to see such attacks, in order to stop such
because nothing will be delayed at the end.
We hope.
Everything hopefully will take place.
We strongly hope that everything will be on time. We strongly hope that the elections will be on time with minimum problems. We hope that the places where the elections will take place will be safe enough in order for people to go and to vote safely and quickly. We hope that the whole process will be smooth and secured.
But sir, how do you evaluate the role played by the Egyptian government right now to abort terrorism here in Egypt, or to face the terrorist attacks that are taking place everywhere in the country?
Right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. I think the security apparatus in Egypt, presented by the Minister of Interior Affairs, is doing a very good job. They are trying to renovate their plans. They are trying to collect information in Sinai specifically.
You know, because it was criticized by some people I know, by some Egyptians, who are saying why the Egyptian government is not taking the why they're not immuning each and every police officer who was killed, for example. So many people were criticizing the Egyptian government for that.
Right, but practically speaking, I think it will be impossible to immune every officer. I mean, because they are a lot, and you cannot expect the moves. I mean, they are also regular people like all of us. They have family obligations. They have social obligations. It's not just about their work, and of course they spend a lot of hours at their work. So I think we have to talk about a general plan. I think we have to talk about a general strategic vision of the whole situation, not just like immuning or protecting single officers or particular ones. So I think for the time being, the security apparatus is doing very good. They are trying to change their opinion in handling terrorist attacks. That's why we see that the results are very good. They seize people, they prevent attacks, they could catch bombs. We hear every other day in the media that they caught bombs in university campus. I mean, they are doing a very good job, I would say, and that's why try, we will be advancing on the right way, and I strongly hope that the roadmap will not be delayed and it will be on time, because we are already behind the schedule. So I don't like to be more delayed.
Hopefully, sir. And now back to Al Ahram newspaper, and we read that international organizations start following up the presidential elections as Sisi meets with young investors and Sabahi promises 5 million projects. And in response to the request by Sakina Fouad, the voting cards carry the photographs and the symbols of the nominees. And the Sisi says that the nation will not succeed without the participation of youth in the development process. And special needs delegation says that the Field Marshal is able to retrieve our lost rights. Al-Mughazi says the Field Marshal has a realistic program and is not talking about slogans. The first public conference of the Field Marshal electoral campaign, and Reuters says that the moderate Islam is the tool of the Field Marshal to face extremism. 2,614 international monitors start following the presidential elections. Sabahi says that elections is a game that will last till the final moment. 5 million projects for youth in 4 years. He also says that I promise to face poverty, corruption, terrorism with production and social justice. And a related headline also comes from Al Akhbar newspaper. We read that 54 million voting cards printed by the police. Hamdeen denies withdrawing, and a representative of Al-Sisi in the Gulf area. The printing of the presidential elections voting cards starts in the printing houses of the police. The judges received the cards on the eve of the elections and certain codes for Egyptian expats. The Minister of Defense says we are capable of securing the presidential elections. A turning point will be taking place soon.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's very true. Yes,
and we are all awaiting the presidential elections.
Right, you are. Right, you are. It's a turning point in the Egyptian history once more, and I think it's a new page in the history.